Hello, it's Shadowrun. It's Thomas from Australia, and it's also
Nathan from the United States of America.
the United States of America, not the United CS or whatever the Shadowrun
The
version is.
United Canadian and American States, I believe,
That's right.
are
Yes, no
the
Canadian ones
Shadowrun
in real
version.
life, but we.
Although for Americans, when you preface a an institution or region or whatever with that forcefully, you are making a reference to a specific college football team.
I've heard of this. Ohio State
The
University, I think.
Yes, the Ohio State University.
Yeah,
There is
that's
only
that's
one.
quite funny to me because we actually use the as a code name for software where I work. So they have some very odd connotations. If anyone they knew about American football.
I would date this video by saying that Ohio State is doing very well this year, but Ohio State does very well every year,
Oh, well,
which is
well
why
done to them, I guess.
they get to do the whole "the" thing, and people take it seriously.
Is there another university in Ohio?
There are other universities in Ohio. There is only one Ohio State University. They still feel the need to
To qualify
clarify
it.
this.
Yeah, alright. So shall we talk to everyone in Ohio, or shall we go and have a look at the mission computer to which kindly Cheng has alluded?
I believe we have talked mostly to everyone we can. There are some vendors we haven't spoken
Yeah, there are
to,
three
but
vendors we haven't spoken to. Now, we haven't got very much money, so we probably won't be buying anything here. I might
I
check it.
think we've made the people wait enough.
Yeah, I guess
We're
so.
not going to be buying. We should.
Alright, well, so Reliable
Save their
Matthew,
content.
Jin, and some guy called Maximum Law are available. Possibly others. There was a club, there's a parlor we could go into, but yeah, let's go back into the boat and have a look at computers. Or at least we've been promised a computer. Isabel certainly has a big enough one to put missions on. Ah,
Aha!
hatch.
That's what I was looking for. That is down to the engine room.
Ah, well, that'll be interesting then. In fact, let's go there immediately. Reach out to touch it. Ractor. Could this be the mysterious grinding metal noises person?
Just maybe.
Oppressively hot. Synthetic odors. A machine shop. A man in a black trench coat.
Working in a black trench coat indoors in a machine shop, which is basically just a
Which is on a boat. We may have met our
boat,
match
yeah.
aesthetically. Right. Downstairs tenant warns us about the machine shop. Yeah, sure, thanks. I like how our only options after saying, oh yeah, I won't touch anything, are to choose what to touch. Or what to gawp at. Hey, he's got CAD software.
Indeed. You may be able to figure out what this guy's class is.
I'm thinking he's a drone haver. Broadly handsome Slavic features, apparently. Anyway, it's me, Danny Flash. Oh.
I'm not sure what broadly is supposed to mean there. He doesn't actually have a very broad face. I guess it just means vaguely, or
It's not a
generically.
narrow face, but yeah, it's like ordinary proportions. He's got quite a strong chin, though. Oh no.
And yes, Raptor is a rigger.
Okay, he's got a pet drone who's rude or dangerous. Koshe. Hang on, I know that's the word. Oh crap! I know that Russian word. But I forgot what it means. So I don't know it after all. But I used to. Damn. Ah well. I almost got to look smart here. Except the reason I once knew it was because of a science fiction short story, so it would not have been very intellectual.
Wikipedia saves us. Koshchei is often given the epithet the immortal or the deathless, and is an archetypal male antagonist in Russian folklore.
Yes, that's what it was. This was like a story where this was the Russian version of Cthulhu. Okay, so let's high-five this guy and see what's up with him. I guess we don't actually have to see what's up with him right now. Just like hello and then leave. We do have a mission computer to look at. Yeah, let's buzz. This morning's casting of metal, I wonder?
See if there's anything down the bottom right.
There might be. There's a door.
I see a door right now.
Presumably this is Ractor's storage and or bedroom. He's got a thing there. Also, I noticed the lighting changed when we walked in here, such that it actually became harder to see what was on the screen. Some interesting effect of the game engine. Well, nothing interesting here at this time, apart from Ractor himself. But yeah, we've got a computer to look at. Alright, let's see what Kindly Cheng has for us. 6 unread messages.
And the bulletin board service.
Hooray! Okay, let's have a look at the spoofing equals 1. Group info equals null, comma, anon. Is it anon or anon? Because it's anonymous. Well, we've got stuff to sell.
Oh, we're off the grid, but we've got an auto middleman to sell our pay data.
Yeah, and despite being off the grid, we have old messages, apparently. Let's see, this is like emails Danny Flash once had. No, okay, I'm wrong. We don't have any old messages. Alright, what else was on this?
I assume that will be our archive folder.
Yeah. I can Google things. Thread. Walled city. This seems relevant to Raymond. Let's read some internet message boards. Although this may actually be kind of boring to watch.
I don't think there's that many of it. We can just go through it.
Click through pretty quickly here. Oh.
We'll give you some time to pause.
The Kowloon Walled City, a blight on the free enterprise zone, or low-cost housing for the economically disadvantaged. Why not both?
I guess that is what Hong Kong is, a free enterprise zone.
Mm-hmm. The Feds. Yes, I suppose it's not a state. It's just run by a board of corporate governors. Well, no. The board of corporate governors appoints the executive council or something, we were told. Last session. Guy making shoes. He claims to love it in Kowloon. The walled city serves a vital function. But, oh hey, it's Isabel posting on the message board. But she says the walled city sucks. And she would know. Mm-hmm. She says it really sucks. Okay, well, I already knew that.
I believe the second thread's going to be about us.
Let's see.
Missed connections. This is a very of its time joke because it's a Craigslist joke, and we don't really have Craigslist anymore the way we used to culturally in 2022.
But we still remember it.
Yes.
Yeah, but the you-me thing is a very specific format. And, this is, the world of Shadowrunning. People are rappelling down walls at corporate soirees all the time. Ah, a joke. Everyone's Shadowrunners on this message board, which makes sense if that's what the BBS is. Mainlander terrorists.
Yep.
Hey, I've been accused of being a mainlander terrorist. Technically speaking, I guess I am neither of those things.
I mean, mainlander United States.
Yes.
But obviously, when you say mainlander in Hong Kong, you mean something.
Yeah,
different
we've been
than
accused
Seattle.
specifically of being associated with the state of Henan and this White Star organization. Oh, in fact, it says that very thing here in this message board message. Wow, 50,000 new yen reward for us.
That's cheap as fuck.
Probably not enough to pay off Kindly Cheng, thankfully. Couldn't hurt to try, though, says Heaven Shot.
Very much could hurt to try. That's like kind of the whole thing about, claiming rewards from the police.
Yeah, it will definitely hurt somebody.
Also, this Freedom Cowboy loves to start trouble on this board.
Yeah, kind of an annoying name, too. Matrix
All
Guard.
right, we're going to go very fast through the slam.
Yeah. They're just... It's just background flavor. If you want to play the game and read it, you can. I mean, I'm also playing the game, so you can read it on my screen as well, but, you'll have to read pretty quickly. Poetry slams. Is anyone actually going to post a poem here? Yes, but as bad.
Chive burnt.
Very nice, sir.
Musing.
Oh my god.
Tennyson with number replacement for the letters.
Now you're mad. Do you think this poster likes to troll?
I think he probably likes to troll.
Limericks. Poetry slams have been out of bounds on this BBS since the Laughing Man debacle of 55. Okay. Right. So that's the BBS's message board threads, at least that's what it has right now. So we have 6 unread messages for some reason, despite just setting up this computer for the first time. I guess some of them are tutorials. Welcome to Heioi. Chamber of Commerce. Oh, it's from Kindly Chang, yes, okay. 3 jobs, she says, we have. Refers to herself as auntie at this point. Zero mentions that the computer exists, which is good, because I'm using it. It would be strange if it didn't. Resources. Bao Janjun. Is that Strangler Bao? It's been instructed to inform us of the supplies in Heioi. Ah. Yes, the Club 88 and the Parlour of 5 Phases that Bao mentions here are locations I noticed we could have entered from Heioi. So there are people with weapons and magical supplies in those places. We've already met Spider Shen, who Heioi thinks is female. Sorry, I mean Bao thinks. So yeah, who knows. Kroom Alley. Enhancements and medical supplies. That'd probably be the place with the intercom. Did we pass the place with... Yeah. Law's Techno Palace. Drones. And then at the end of it, he's like, by the way, I hate you. Fair enough. I feel like we've only had one negative interaction with Bao. Like, I said one rude thing to him once.
That
was enough.
I don't think he was really inclined to like us, given our first interactions contact.
That's right. Yeah, that was on behalf of Cheng, though.
Yeah, but
She's not safe
there's
to
a reason
insult,
the messenger has to beg for you not to kill the messenger.
Yeah, you're right. And I've been doing the same thing. I've been being like, hey, look, I'm only going to be polite to Kindly Cheng because she's just too likely to kill me otherwise. Serial killer. So this would probably be about one of the jobs. Wampoans. A tribe of techno-fetishists and deckers who live in Wampoa Garden. Okay, they have money. Cheng likes money. But someone is killing the techno-fetishists with money. Alright. That seems like a useful thing to do. A good way to make money. Maximum Law can tell us about these people, or this place. But not very much about them.
Also, he's kind of a dick.
Alright, so this is actually a mission offer, is it?
Yes, we can accept as many mission offers as we like, which functionally means we accept all of them. And we will be doing all of them. We can do every mission we accept.
Oh, okay, so and I'll take the run.
It's not a choice.
Pending jobs. Alright. Well, we still have even more messages. Well, I'm going to go to the jobs directory first of all to see what's going on here. It's, Oh, that's mildly confusing. Right. Okay, so this just repeats basically the mission information to us. Messages. Artifact liberation. This also sounds fun. In fact, all 3 of these things sound fun. I'm enjoying being a Shadowrunner. An archaeologist called Mr. Drake wants to liberate certain artifacts. And this is Drake himself. Let's see. A guy called Liu Hua expanded his manor house, which has pre-modern archaeological artifacts underneath the Song Dynasty. That's very old. I can see why the government would care about this. Series of tombs. What? Acres of catacombs? What? Well, that is indeed impressive. The previous cycle of magic, which is the Earth Dawn role-playing game.
Yeah, I suspect what's going on here is there were not, you know, tons and tons of catacombs down there before the world fractured again,
Yes,
and
that
then they
seems more
sort of
reasonable.
backfilled through history.
Like a machine learning algorithm filling in an image from the details you've provided. Tianqian. Okay, so Liu pulled a legal gambit to give him salvage rights.
I'm gonna guess based on that last paragraph, there is 100% an emperor buried.
Probably, yeah. If there isn't an emperor, I will be demanding my money back. Continued excavations. Something strange is going on in the lower levels. Not clear how Drake has money to pay us, but I'm not objecting. A pair of ancient texts that workers had discovered. Nice. Do you think those ancient texts trail off? Like the workers pick one up and it's like, they're right behind me even as I inscribe this.
Yeah. And then the A's sort of like go subscript, and then
Yeah, exactly. Like just a
off.
scroll across the tablet because their stylus broke. Dangerous excavations. Alright, so does in fact look fun. Yeah, artifacts will go to museums. That's where they belong. We know this. I bet this guy does not like snakes.
No.
Got a program in place. It says he's wordy, isn't he?
Yeah, this guy goes on kind of forever.
Let me know when you find a suitable group of Shadowrunners, he finishes. And the video has been forwarded to one. Tell them to smash and grab while they can. Yeah, cool. We will certainly take the run. Alright. One more message about jobs. Geomantic sabotage. Right, so feng shui. We've already encountered this once before.
Yep.
The extremely bad feng shui of Kowloon.
This might be the mission I thought was in Dragonfall.
Mm-hmm. Woosing Incorporated. The channel key into the headquarters. Okay, that's actually a really cool idea. I would so want to do that if I was an evil mega corporation in a fantasy universe. Focused and transformed into good fortune to the building's geometrically acute. I kind of don't want to do anything to these guys. They're just, okay, right, we've got a client, I guess. Time for their good luck to run out. Disrupt the flow of key throughout the building.
This is also like, you never tell the client they're wrong.
Yeah.
But this feels like paying a premium for just doing annoying bullshit.
Yes, it does.
Like, it feels like unless we're killing their key expert, like, they can fix this in 8 to 12 hours of work. No matter what we do, unless we're bringing
unlikely
explosives.
to exist, but also unlikely to be useful. Okay, but the client also wishes us to make a loud demonstration on the rooftop garden. Fucking it up, in fact. Smashing a statue there. I bet you the corporation doesn't want us to do that.
Okay, so our client also knows this is being silly, but, has devised a reason.
We should do some silly crap and also destroy their stuff. Alright. Huh. And Cheng points out that Danny Flash is technically a wizard and should be able to do this sort of thing, but hasn't, he learned his first spell about an hour ago. Cool. Alright, we've got jobs. I think that is everything on the mission computer. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. No, let's I guess do one more round of talking to our people, like Duncan.
Yeah, let's go find out. Maybe they'll have opinions on the upcoming jobs. That's Danny's room. Hello, Duncan. He's got a gun. He's got opinions. Something on my mind. Gun show.
We're gonna start right off with it.
Yeah, that's the lead in. Gun show doesn't live here, he claims. Yeah, I would like to know if we had, like, the same dream. So the dream left an impression on him, but he doesn't remember the details of it. What did it include? Yeah, we were probably in Kowloon. I mean, that cinematic looked like narrow streets filled with trash.
I mean, and some of the buildings were sideways or at a 45-degree angle. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just the style, but I don't remember seeing any 45-degree angle buildings when we were actually in the walled city.
It could have been in the feed.
Yeah.
I think it probably was or represented the walled city, particularly if it was just a dream. Wretchedness. Yeah.
I think Duncan's being a little too blasé about, of course we're having shared dreams thematically.
Yeah, I am surprised by it.
Maybe that just happens now that magic is back in the world?
Magic is real and strong and is not your friend. Oh, okay, so he remembers a lot more than he was initially telling us. Teeth. Raymond
Wait,
was
we didn't even get Raymond, did we?
No, we got some kind of figure with circular horns and a dress. Raymond kneeling or lying down and crying. Let's talk about something else. Only conversation option available here. Okay, well look, this is an obvious lead-in into talking about the former dad. Actually, I'd kind of like to ask this third question. Did Raymond say anything about Daniel in the last 8 years? What kind of relationship did they have? Okay, so he was a cryptic old guy. Huh. That's not very promising, is it?
What a dick.
Yeah. So at no point did he say anything like, maybe Danny, who said he'd be gone for 2 days and now has not come back, has been imprisoned by a corporation or something. Should we look into this?
Yeah, I'd kind of be pissed off if 3 days later it was, well, he's either risen or he's dead. And either way, he'll find his own people now.
Yeah, we'll just now forget about it forever. Although they didn't with the other guy. Interesting. Okay, so that's not super promising. Prosperity. I am obsessed, not with the walled city, but with the fact that nobody gives prosperity a capital P. Like, they just don't seem to think it's a proper noun. Why not? How could it possibly not be a proper noun in this context?
I guess maybe Old Man Raymond speaks in so many bumper stickers, as Duncan said.
He's talking about prosperity and luck all the time.
They just think it's an aphorism.
Yeah.
An aphorism.
Duncan points out it's slightly odd that he would hire Shadowrunners. I cannot answer this question. Let's talk about being Shadowrunners, because it's a conversation tree that I haven't explored. Okay. Yeah.
His badge is bronze instead of gold. The cops have really fallen far.
Yeah, I wonder what ordinary people feel about them. I mean, we know how they feel about the cops in Hong Kong, which is stay the hell away or they'll kill you. Do I think Raymond is alive? Yes, I actually do think that. That is my actual opinion. I think something's going on. It hasn't stopped going on. I think it's going on an ongoing basis. And I also think that's probably the main plot of the game. What's your opinion of Kindly Cheng?
I think I know where this is going. Oh, that's a lot of where it's going.
Yeah. Bao,
now we're using it too.
Bao could be a problem, couldn't he? He sure got on his bad side earlier. Screw that guy. You gotta make some enemies, right? Or you're not really an underworld figure.
Also, now the door's open for us to, in a big moment when we're all under pressure, to have his back and repair the relationship.
Yeah, I guess. Or we could betray him at a critical moment.
Or he could try to strangle us.
Yes. The fact that this guy has executed someone on screen and not by strangling was kind of disappointing.
I mean, maybe that's just I didn't want to animate it, but come on.
Mm-hmm. Who is the she here? Oh, it's Kindly Cheng, right? Yeah, because this was in the context of that conversation. What do you think she wants from us? Well, I think she wants money and to find out whether she can get anything out of this Raymond Black affair. Does Duncan agree? He doesn't care. I'm not going to ask whether he thinks we can trust her. He's not that stupid, right? It's like... Gobert and Isabel. Isirobel. It's hard to say her name, I apologize. Yes, the rat
recognizes,
thing.
Yeah.
Rat recognizes rat.
Oh, Joey D? That was his runner name?
Joey D. This is like, look, at least it wasn't Joey D and then like a string of 6 numbers. He must have picked that name early on. So interestingly, Duncan has a fairly positive impression of shamans. Took over the Real, Renafel, some runner, took by his whole crew. Okay.
Yeah, I guess the Hellhound would sort of set your building on fire.
Well. But that doesn't sound like that's what took him down, but yeah, he no longer had the powers of the skunk. Duncan
this is very
suggests...
James Vega of him.
Yes, it is, yeah. Let's just hang out in the hold of the spaceship, or I guess in this case it's an actual sea ship, and do as many push-ups as possible. You can do the push-ups. It's your role on the team, Gunshow. Alright, so here are the others, or some of the others. Here's Isirobel, and...
Here's something I will reveal.
Oh, yeah?
Being nice to these people will unlock their side quests.
Ah. Well, I quite like them anyway, so I've got no objections to being nice. Yeah, let's butter them up. We'd be like, hey, what if we trust each other and work well together under pressure? Wouldn't that be a good plan? Gobbert's nest. An art school dorm room for rats.
I don't know if that BHC poster really qualifies as avant-garde.
No, but there's only so much visual ability to implement what they're describing. The text here. The text is pretty good. I quite like it. It's flavorful. Particularly this thing about the soya broth. She's calling me Seattle.
Has she been doing that? I feel like this is the first time she's done that. We need to shut that down right now.
I mean... I am from Seattle, right? That's the premise.
Yeah, but
the protagonist.
Like, Gunshow let her get away with Gunshow, and now we all call him Gunshow. Like, I just realized halfway through the sentence I was calling him Gunshow.
Yeah, that's right. It's not that offensive. I feel like if I shut this one down, she might come up with something worse. Seattle is just kind of very bland. The only kind of negative thing about it is it's like, oh, you're not from Hong Kong, but that's probably incredibly obvious to everyone around here. I don't care about it. Any thoughts about that last run? Well, she wasn't on the last run, so it's probably not useful to ask about. Yeah, tell me about this Gobert thing, because, what? Look, why?
I said be nice, but I just don't think that 3 is gonna fly.
I'll be tactful. Yeah, I'll be tactful rather than pointlessly nice. Yeah.
But that is not our fault.
It's not. What can you laugh about? Well, how about that time when your friends died? Two of the strongest men I've ever known. She probably means literally strong there, doesn't she? Like, not strong.
Yeah, one was a troll.
Yeah.
One was a troll. I guess the other
physically
was an
tough.
elf, but he was a tall elf.
It's a tall elf with a big gun, and he was killed very quickly. I mean, it was just superior firepower. They had cop snipers. Not much you can do about that. Bang, bang, dead. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it was them and not me.
It is true that she was the one that gave us the exit plan. We did implement it pretty poorly the first time.
The first couple of times. Yeah, I'm willing to accept that Gobert saved our collective lives. Yeah. We should probably pay some attention to what she wants. The Wu and Sheng don't have a super high opinion of her. They've been like kind of constantly hinting that she's sort of stupid or incapable. I'm not seeing it at this point.
They've sort of been talking about her like she has ADHD, like as a pejorative.
Maybe
she can't organize things.
Maybe she's
a bad
flaky.
Leader.
She could be unreliable in some way that hasn't come up yet. But so far, I'm not seeing any problems.
Part of it might be that she hangs out with a rat.
Yes, she lives in a rat's nest with a giant rat statue and rats all over the place. She hangs out with more than one rat. Like there are rats, plural, in this place. I'm not saying I want to, spend a lot of time in her bedroom. I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like an incompetent Shadowrunner at this point.
Also, they've given her a very photogenic rat for this portrait. I doubt most of them are looking.
Yeah, that's like basically a capybara.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about Rat, the rat. Rat has opinions. She claims to be a very strongly connected shaman. So
she's calling the rats madness and folly. These are some alarm bells.
Yeah, and also they're just rats, just hanging out with some rats. I mean, I get the rat shaman thing,
but here's the thing: if you're gonna go with rat shaman stuff, it's like you're gonna find rats here. Like there's gonna be rats everywhere. Yeah, rat spirits. She's like if that might be a bit weird, but normal rats.
Is that? I guess it's a boat. What's the worst they can do? Chew through the electric cables?
Well, ideally, we've got her here to stop them from doing it. Like that's supposed to be the positive of having the rat shaman.
Yeah, they will be confined to the immediate area around Goblet, one hopes. Hong Kong isn't experiencing a rodent shortage. No, I didn't think it was.
Danny Flash is working through this himself.
Yeah, that's right. He's still not 100% sure this is the way he would choose to be. That's a rescue vermin.
I think we avoid the do you always let rats drink out of your own bowl?
That's a little mean, even though I would like to know the answer to it, but I will leave it alone and ask about Shadowrunning instead. How's this been going? Firefights. Oh. A wizened mentor.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if I want a wizened mentor. I was kind of getting used to this idea of being a leader.
I don't think she's going to take over the role. I think mainly she's going to be kind of silly about it, at most.
Okay, but this is buttering up. This is not actually feeling like I particularly need her advice, except on the topics of rats and spirits and things.
Also, the other option being like you're a child does not really appeal to me.
It's just a little too mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And like once you've seen someone kill someone with a shotgun or whatever, or a submachine gun, like just blow a cop away in the street, which she has done in front of us, like you don't really play the you're only 19.
Yeah, that's right. These women and Duncan, for that matter, are dangerous people who can defend themselves and are forced to do so on a regular basis. The aesthetics are pretty funny, but yeah,
I do like that they have these timers. They seem to have these timers built in where if you explore the dialogue tree for long enough, they get annoyed and kick you out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
We don't spend the entire episode. We're going to spend the entire episode doing this, but mainly so we don't spend 2 episodes doing this.
I'll try and get out there and, oh my god, do we want to go shopping or will we actually make it to a mission?
We don't have money. We're not going to go shopping.
We do not have money, yeah. Isirabel's cabin. There's a very big computer. The text mentioned, I've already seen it, but it truly is large. She doesn't want us to touch the computer. Isirabel is less social. She's you must be pretty absorbed by what you're doing. I want to make it clear that I'm saying this in an ironic tone. All right. Actually, yeah. Has anyone else had the dream? I was going to ask Gobbet about it, but she got sick of us. Huh. So people around the walled city have these dreams. Okay, this was the right person to ask.
And I thought we were special.
It would be special in a different way.
Yeah, maybe we are special. I think it'd probably be a bigger deal if they were seeing the weird figure every time.
Yes, that's right.
And Duncan wasn't. Duncan wasn't seeing the weird figure.
No one else has mentioned it. Amenities of life in the hellhole. So Isabel does mention that, yeah, she's having dreams outside of the walled city and didn't before, so this is a thing that's happening. Whatever Raymond's got involved in, or for that matter got killed by the plastic-faced man, is, it's producing bad results. Bad karma.
This ties in with the student, the insane student that we met inside the walled city, who commented that he was getting worse and worse.
Yep. And she had plans to fix it, and we tried them out, and they just did not work. Isabel's not super happy about visiting the city. I remember that she didn't want to. But,
I would quibble with our responsibility there. Sure, we chose her, but that's really kindly checked.
Yeah, we weren't given a lot of choice in the matter. Kindly is ruthless. Yes, I figured that one out. Never forget the people who do what she asks. Yeah, she likes us because we don't fuck up as much as other people, I guess. Okay.
Second option sucks.
Yeah, the big computer, though. I'd like to know about the big computer.
A speed dating option.
Yeah. I just don't think this is really the situation for romance. We're struggling to survive in a world of madness and dark terror things and, I don't know, the octopus. Yeah, what can the octopus do? It feels like this is not actually how you build computers, right? Like
it's how it feels like you should build.
it should be, yes. It is how you should build computers. And I guess in a world where magic is real, this works. But like you're just like connecting as many things together as possible.
You know how orc technology works in the 40k Warhammer 40k universe.
I think it's something along the lines of it does what they believe it does.
Yes, if they believe hard enough, because they're very, very powerful psychic creatures, they make things work. And, I guess technically Deckers are, the line between, magic and technology, I guess is actually very strictly enforced in this setting.
That is true, yeah. If they interfere with each other to a large extent, and to the point where it's the best way to fight each other sometimes. So, Isabel, seems to believe in Moore's law very thoroughly. The idea that if you allow us to just use something very slightly obsolete, you can... I'm surprised she's not talking about Linux and Beowulf clusters or something. It actually feels like something you would read about in a message board argument about NetBSD.
And our boy Danny Flash here with option 1 complaining that it's not sleek and nice looking enough.
He's going to go, actually, I think, with option 2, which is the I'm not a computer guy option. He's not a tech person at all. Okay. I guess we'll probably talk to Helmer later.
Well, she hasn't kicked us out yet.
Yeah.
So
let's
get
her. Actually, I was... Oh, that's right. I haven't picked our level ups. And the thing that seemed most difficult to pick was what to do for Isabel. So let's see how she feels about her own equipment.
Alright, so she confirms she can equip stuff we buy for her. We will be finding very good stuff in this game, just in missions.
That's good to hear. So you don't actually have to, spend all of your money ASAP or you're completely useless.
Yeah, the situation we did it in made sense because we want immediate, core competency, which Spider Shin gave us. But yeah, there's a lot of this game where you can just scavenge your way to on level or on par gear.
Cool, fine by me. So, we've got some conversations under our belt I don't think Danny's actually wearing a belt, is he? Let's try and get into a position to see that. The character model here. Yeah, no, this robe thing that we got from Shen does not come with a belt. It's got a cool tiger or something on the back there. Oh, that was a snake, I think. Can't zoom in any more than that, unfortunately.
Because that is the outfit we got from Spider Shen, right?
Yeah. Like it's some kind of snake robe. Alright, so, there's various people who we're not going to try and talk to at this point. Well, I guess our options basically are, poke around Hayoi some more, or go off on a mission. I don't know how much the world is going to change when we do the latter thing. I am tempted to just say, let's embark, let's pick somewhere to go, and go there. Try one of these jobs for Ching.
Let's choose some upgrades for our people first. And
that's a good idea.
And let's see what we've got.
Right, this button at the bottom right of the screen for this dedicated clicker. Okay, so let's go left to right. Duncan can either have lethal force, incendiary ammo, which does a lot of extra damage and pieces of armor, or underslung beanbag, which makes them easier to hit. Can't crit.
AP damage is basically stun.
Yeah.
Now I always go with lethal force because I hate armor.
Yeah, doing a big shot that hits hard seems good, broadly speaking. AP damage is useful as well. I wonder if this is going to be a team setup where we where our defense is offense, is like debuffing people. Then again, killing people reduces their ability to harm you.
Yeah. Now the reason I might choose the beanbag on this character is because we already have that mana fist ability, right? That pierces 4 armor. So we have an armor piercer on board.
Yeah.
We're not playing a character that doesn't pierce armor.
2 AP is most characters' full AP allocation, isn't it?
Yes.
It's okay. Let's try out crowd control. And for Isirabel, sabotage or espionage. She either gets a cool program, which is good for fighting in the Matrix. Presumably, Isirabel's going to spend a lot of her time decking while the rest of the team does physical things. Remote mines, yeah. Can live without remote mines.
Sure. Yeah, remote mines I don't think are...
Doesn't seem vital. So we go with crowd control, espionage, and, on the side of things, either territoriality, which makes her better at SMGs.
That's just a passive buff.
Yep, or spiritualist, which makes her better at... Oh, never break away in the first 2 rounds.
I think it's the spiritualist.
Yeah, that sounds great. Making that ability more reliable is a good idea, I think. Confirm. Alright.
Last thing, if we want to do anything, is, I guess, maybe go to the shop to buy a medkit or something, but are we, low on medkits? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Was it Maximum Law who told Sils this stuff? Let's just check out this guy's shop. I won't spend a long time talking to him.
Chrome Alley is the medical supplies and surgery place.
This would have been up here, I think.
Yes.
At least that's where I theorized Chrome Alley was. We weren't actually allowed in at the time. Intercom. We do have some medkits already. Then again, we might need more of them. Battered intercom. Bzzz. What do you want? Is this a medical clinic? Kindly Cheng's name. You know what? Kindly Cheng's name probably opens most doors and shuts others, but I'd better drop it anyway. Cool, we're allowed in. It's 10-armed Ambrose. That's a hell of a name. Ah, I see. The surgical arms. She presumably uses with some fluency. Thick beard, tungsten earrings, beer belly, 1 cyber eye. This guy's been in the wars. Possibly literally. And he's drunk. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, what do you sell? So, all this stuff costs. Right, we won't be getting those trauma kits. We could afford some med kits. Do you have any recommendations on whether this is worthwhile?
I never bought a med kit, but we also used some of our trauma kits.
That is true. But if I didn't buy one, I wouldn't have to spend the money.
That's true. We also found an advanced med kit, so I don't think we need med kits at all.
Okay.
Now, the thing with trauma kits is we can always, like, we're playing the game for a stream, so we're not going to be reloading mid-fight much unless we're dead, right?
Yeah.
So trauma kits may be more useful than they would be if we were playing solo and maybe safe scumming.
I see your point. I certainly did have at the back of my mind, hang on, what's the point in an item which makes you do better in a fight when you can simply load the game? Perhaps we cannot so simply load the game.
Looks like it has gone directly to our inventory, since it is not in our stash, and we had that one extra slot open. So yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know whether this guy is like an actual medical doctor. A rigger doctor. He's a Roctor. Does he get along with Rector?
I've seen ads for doctors like that.
Yeah, I like this guy. Yeah, when no one else provides medical services, these are the ones that are available.
This is like a vet doing surgery.
Yeah, or a combat vet, I think. Alright, we might come back to talk to him again some other time. But for now, we're looking probably for the subway. That's the... Hang on, there was something interesting in there. I'm returning. Examine the lobby. Gives us some description of the place. Personal photos. The Desert Wars Motorized Combat Division.
He has been in the wars.
Yeah. And indeed, he is the only doctor around. Sanitary space, no spitting. It's probably the only way in which it's sanitary. Cool. Well, I have no idea whether Ambrose's skills are... Look, I'm just hoping I don't lose a leg or something, but I guess he'd know what to do.
Well, there is room in even most mage builds for, like, one piece of cyberware, because the highest end builds are the ones, like, there's no build that actually requires you to have, like, the full range of spells, the full...
Yeah, and we're not a pure mage. Danny Flash here is more of a puncher than a mage, so it's quite likely we'll get some cyberware if we can afford it at some point. So, are we ready to head to the MTR station? How are we doing on time, I wonder?
We got about 10 minutes to the hour.
Cool, let's think about what job to go on then.
Yes.
Okay, I'll save the game. May not actually leave yet. Let's see.
It won't let you save while you are running around.
Yeah. So Whampoa Garden. If we're doing that one, we probably want to talk to Maximum Law first.
Correct.
Typo for a dig site and museum, or the Wixing Tower to commit geomantic sabotage. Got any opinions?
I think that I remember most of these. The serial killer one is going to be a lot of talking. Geomantic sabotage is as cool as you are imagining it would be.
Yeah, I'm imagining some kind of dungeon crawl through a corporate tower, or possibly just wandering through an office block, tipping over pot plants.
And artifact liberation is the sort of like survival horror-y, genre flavored. Yeah. It's not actually survival.
You have entered the derelict Reaper ship.
Yeah. You're of course a heavily armed team of professionals, so the zombies or whatever don't really, you're on equal or better footing. But artifact liberation is the one where you see like guards getting killed by ghosts and stuff. My personal preference is probably we go in with geomantic sabotage.
Yeah, that does sound like a really funny way to do things. Like, it probably is not the typical... in some ways, it's probably not the typical Shadowrunning job, just because it's silly. But also, in other ways, it is typical. One corporation has hired us to sabotage the operations of another and to send a message. And that's very Shadowrun, even if we won't be doing it by infiltrating a network, but by tipping over pot plants. Yes. Yeah, that seems like a good start. This is a wizard, by the way. I've come here because we're considering geomantic sabotage, and I thought I would consult the local spellcaster, or I may have misremembered who it was. I don't know. Let's see. The shopkeeper is a tall human reading books. Danny Flash, nice to meet you. Ah, yeah, definitely a spell vendor. Alright, I probably shouldn't lead in with the dream thing. First, yeah, show me what you got for sale. Magic spells. Yep. The Gobbet might be interested in some of this stuff. Or possibly not. These are mostly esoteric magic, aren't they?
Yes.
Though there is a shamanic ritual garb. Not that we can afford anything, of course. Yeah, she certainly sells things. Ooh. Possession of this grants a benefit of... This is interesting. So
yeah,
these
those are the fetishes.
Right, so if you have some stat and a lot of money, you can buy these, keep them in your inventory, and get a bonus to another stat, it looks like. Elemental summons.
I think I described the fetishes as totems in a previous episode, though that it was incorrect nomenclature. Totems are what shamans have as like their animal guide. Fetishes are little items in your inventory.
Speaking of shamanic powers, there are a few spells here relevant to Gobbet. She already knows haste. Possibly fog. Not air barrier, I think. Okay. So that will be some interesting stuff for spellcasting in the future. Should probably talk to Gobbet about magic at some point. See how shaman stuff stacks up to hermetic magic. So all the books were inherited. This place is built on a ley line. Yeah, Crafty does sound a little, I don't know, disgruntled, doesn't she? It's a job, can't complain. Have you had any weird magic dreams? Huh. This person seems like she knows things about the walled city and the magic of the area, and will probably... I don't know, possibly she's just a shopkeeper who will not actually have plot information, but I do want to check. Crafty has never actually been to the walled city. Okay, that may reduce...
Well, that's probably smart. Like, you don't go there if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a student of that insane geomantic university.
She's got mum problems, or that sounds like her mum is dead and she's not entirely unhappy about it. A lot of people around here giving their daughters strange names.
Wonder if the nostalgia is literal, actual, like, phenomenological.
Could be, yeah. Magic has returned to the world, and now nostalgia is a powerful force, along with deja vu. Crafty. Let's be a douchebag. Meow. So, give a name. Yes, like a cat. Ha ha ha. Yes, tell me about magic spells.
I do like that the name that she chose is also a attribute that is
cat-like
on cats. Yeah.
I would be honored to be named after a cat, or to have a name which sounded like something a cat would say. Rooted in superstitions. I could claim to be thinking of moving to the walled city. That would probably not be credible. It started a bad place. It's still a bad place. There is crime. There is bad magic. No one famous or rich or memorable has ever come from the place. I bet that's not true.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's deterministic.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. Maybe it makes you unimportant. Yeah, I've got a lot of
Like,
questions about Crafty Zoo's mother.
if a place could have such bad vibes, it affects your literal destiny.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be that place. That place seemed to have pretty bad vibes.
Interesting. So the student I met had the same thoughts about the cursing of the walled city. I wonder if she ever. I wonder if she knew anything about prosperity. That's actually a little too much of a dick thing to say. At least you had a mother option. I'll sympathise instead. Try to butter this person up after all. Alright.
Seems like we're good with Graphy for now.
We are. I have a feeling we'll be talking to her again in the future. She knows some things and seems fairly nice. Okay. So, it's time to save the game and stand in a subway. Then probably end the session here. Next time, unless something very strange happens between now and then, we'll be heading on a geomancy quest. Specifically a quest to interfere with geomancy by doing petty crap and then destroying a big statue of the Buddha. That sounds like fun.
I don't think we get to choose our team in the sense that we now have 3 runners to go with us.
Mm-hmm.
And they are Dobbit, Izirabel. No, we have maybe Raptor is available. We'll see. We'll see.
It didn't seem like he was on the team. He was just a neighbour. Yeah, we'll see, but we'll see next time. So thanks for watching.